Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Hadoba with another cup of Joe, sitting out here at the compound and at my home underneath my umbrella here on my patio. So if the shade or the shadow that it's casting is a little too much, I apologize. But I just wanted to get this information out. I wanted to kind of make this point because I was just on a webinar last week talking about Google Analytics, and it really brought up a few different thoughts, and I'm going to do some other videos on this too, because it just brought up a couple really interesting points. But today I wanted to talk about basically the dirty little secret in digital advertising. There's plenty of reasons to enter into this integrated and this digital space to be able to grow your business, and there's a lot of people that have had it work. But the one thing that I want to talk about is where there's some inefficiencies. So getting to that, I want to make sure that I do it justice and talk about a lot of the benefits and the great things that are actually able to accomplish with digital advertising. Number one is certainly targeting, whether it's geofencing or the other geographic opportunities that you have there to be able to even put a pin in your location and only advertise to people 5 miles around. It's a weakness that admittedly radio generally has. If you're not looking to advertise to a radius of 10 to 15 miles, it's very difficult for a radio company to give you what you actually want for the cost that you actually want. Also, accessibility. It's so easy to go on. You can go onto Google yourself. You can even go onto Bing, start purchasing ads, whether it's pay-per-click or programmatic display, which is really what this video is about. And also, lastly, the buy-in to actually get into this arena and to start advertising on the internet. It's much lower than a lot of other traditional media sources to actually do effectively. Like I said, you can put a pin in your location and actually do 1 mile around your location and get enough impressions and get enough interaction and get enough response to actually make it make sense for much less money than, say, again, doing a radio campaign or even doing TV or doing newspaper. I don't want to leave my other traditional media sources out. But what is this dirty little secret? Now the thing is that we want everything to be efficient. We want everything to be as low cost for the return as possible. It's something that business owners always talk about. So what happens whenever you only get a 0.08% click-through rate for your programmatic display advertising? All the little banner ads that you see like on AccuWeather or Fox News or CNN or anything like that. I want you to understand that means that less than one person for every 1,000 impressions that your banner ad shows up is actually clicking through to your website. That means you need 100,000 people just to get 80 to your website. Now, like I said, a lot of times that could be perfectly fine for folks. It does. I don't know if it actually works for everybody though, and that's what I want to make sure that folks understand. And also, it's nice because it's not as time intensive, right? It doesn't take as long once you get everything set up. You don't have to pay attention to it as much. But we always talk about not wanting to waste advertising dollars, and so I want to just make sure that this is out there just so that you're paying attention to it, right? So how do you get to have your dollars work more efficiently? Like I said, the fact of the matter is that digital advertising can be an absolute windfall for a lot of different companies, but you have to do it right. You can't just throw a bunch of impressions up and expect to get money back in return on your investment. So I don't want this to be, digital advertising is garbage. I just want you to be aware that, the standard for a click-through rate on Google is 0.08%. I don't want people to fall under this spell of digital marketing. I want you to understand it's a tool in your arsenal and not a magic wand. Look, if this information was helpful to you, please leave a comment in the appropriate sections. Give me a share. I'd really appreciate it. This is Joe Hodoba with Cup of Joe. Hopefully this helps, and we'll talk to you guys again real soon. Thank you.